Mira told me you want to start some business.
Yes, uncle. I have a friend and we want to make t-shirts. You know, with that catchy slogans, and we will sell it only for 200 rupees.
So what's your plan for next 3 years?
You are asking for income?
No, I mean turnover. Let me rephrase. In next 3 years, how many t-shirts would you be selling?
Uncle, maybe approx around 1000.
So that's all. So your turnover or revenue would be costing 1,000 into 200, that's 2 lakhs. And what would you be cost, salary, manufacturer cost, selling cost, etc.
Uncle, I'll be very honest. It's not clear yet.
Look, Anuj, maybe you have a good business idea, but you will have to get into business without through planning, would not be able to run it.
But uncle, once the business is already profitable, so do we still have to keep thinking and put the efforts on?
Of course, when you are running a business, you can never be relaxed. What do you see around?
I see people are eating pastries, even their coffees are getting served.
But I see there are few vacant chairs. That means footfall right now is not enough, and it does not pick up in the next few hours. Some of my inventory may get wasted. So I have to worry about the footfall on daily basis, which define my overall revenue. I also have to see what's the product mix with selling most. Are some people taking coffee with pineapple pastry or large coffee with walnut cake?
But uncle, I might be wrong, but people taste change, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Over a period of time, trend change, so I have to keep track of that too.
So how do you do that?
I keep reading about food trends in newspapers and magazines. I also visit some cafes. I try to observe what young people are eating and how much they're spending, etc.
So that's come in marketing. It comes in sales. But what about the financial cost? What's your main major cost for this?
Good question. My major costs are monthly rents, employees' salaries, electricity, ACs, all the raw materials, ingredients. I have to buy my snacks and coffee. So these are typical to work capital requirement.
That's all.
No, there are other costs like government food department, advertisement cost, many more actually.
So how you manage this?
Well, I try to ensure that whatever I make from a sales cost cover all the costs so that in the end there is surplus every month which contribute to the profit.
So you try to be profitable every month.
Yes, but there are times when there are loss when the sales is not good enough, but then it's not always the issue or of profit. There is also issue of cash flow. I may be profitable, but my cash flow may be stuck in a business cycle. The business needs cash.
So how you manage that?
Then I have credit limits and overdraft in my bank account.
Uncle, is that short of loan you are saying?
Yeah, kind of short-term loans, but very safe.
Okay. So you get in your saving account.
No, no, no. I get in my current account. That's very important for business.
Okay. So you can open that current account in any bank?
Yes, any public sector or private sector banks like SBI or SDFC. But there are some new age banks called new banking which some customers prefer.
But why so?
Well, this they give some benefit in the terms of flexibility, low minimum balance, etc. Some neobank also offer credit card against the bank account.
Hmm. But how you manage difficult times like COVID?
Oh my god, don't remind me of those days. The cafes was shut, so there was no sales, but I have to keep paying salaries.
So how did you manage that?
No, firstly I tried to reduce the cost, negotiate with the landlord, cut my rent, to request my employees to cut some salaries, and I promised them to return. But they say keep savings in your rainy day fund so that what this time I have to drag my fund and I have to create have created for unforeseen situation like this.
But uncle, like I might be wrong, but if the business is already profitable, so how can you one manage their expense? Like how can they plan their expense?
Our business fall under MSME category, so there are a lot of business programs and yojanas for MSME. We can also take business loans from banks or NBFC, but we have to be sure that if the expenses does not work as per our plans, we have to find a way to return the money.
Now this is important. This is very important.
Right, one have to learn all this business cycle work. The nature of business may vary from this, but the concept of business is same.
Uncle, I must say I've learned a lot about the business cycles and cash flows just because of you. But there's much more to learn, I believe.
So how do you intend to learn?
Again, Uncle, I'll be honest, I don't have any idea for that.
I have a suggestion. Like Meera and Sakshi, why don't you do an internship? Why don't you join me for a year and help me out in a term? You can learn about the business.
Uncle, that's such a good news. That will be such a good opportunity for me. Thank you so much, Uncle. Surely I'll grab it. Thank